Hey! Last week I made a video talking about smoke vents, like vents that you can throw smokes in and they'll roll or blow into a useful position. Apparently you all really enjoyed it and left some lovely comments. Let's take a look. Some people mentioned how a vent or a fan that blows smoke away or generates smoke on its own would be cool, and I agree. This indeed would be quite cool. But from what I know, CS2 mapping tools don't really let you manipulate smokes much. You can blow away players easy, but popped smokes don't budge. And generating your own smoke is also quite hard. Like, you can't spawn grenades without a player throwing it, and trying to generate the particles without a grenade gets weird really quickly. Now, unless there's a way to do this that doesn't involve enslaving some poor guy to sit in a vent and throw smoke grenades all day long, the way Flick did it remains the closest we'll get to aerodynamics in CS mapping. Another couple of comments mentioned that the Breach, a map that has been featured a couple of times in CSGO, also has a smoke vent. And yeah, this is pretty much exactly what I was talking about. A bomb site that is mostly indoors with a smoke vent instead of holes in the roof. Though, as Black Big Crow points out, even though this idea is cool, it's quite unintuitive since you need to know about these vent spots ahead of time to use them, but you can't really see them anywhere from inside the map. I myself played quite a lot of Breach while it was in game and I never knew of this vent until now, so yeah. I personally agree, and in general I'm of the opinion that on a well-designed map most basic smoke lineups should be easy to guess without extra practice. So maybe having the vent entrance be higher or in some way more obvious would be nice, though feel free to call it a skill issue. Also, another map I was reminded of after my video came out is Maginot, or Maginot?
Maginot.
Anyway, it's this really beautiful overgrown bunker wingman map, which has the higher ceilings, broken roofs and extra windows that we have come to expect. But also some other really imaginative ways to introduce lineups into an enclosed space, some of them being smoke vents. This time they are clearly visible and are quite intuitive to use. Perhaps a bit less fancy than the blowy fans on Flick, but they do the job, and are actually short enough to even be used with Molotovs, which definitely gives them some extra points. Very cool. And on the topic of making Office more lineup friendly, you guys had a bunch of ideas, as well as threats. But I think this one about displacing the ceiling tiles makes the most sense. It very much reminds me of yet another map, this time CS Renovation, which is basically if Office and Vertigo had a child. It also had the ceiling tiles, though here they are actually physics objects and can be displaced, as you say. In their current state, they don't really work that well with smoke grenades, but at least they look really cool if you throw a grenade on the floor. Perhaps this concept could have been developed further, but sadly its creator have succumbed to the deadlock disease and haven't been heard from in months. Anyway, this is basically everything I had to add to that last week's video. Once again, I'm really glad you all liked it so much, it means a lot to me. I hope I could make more stuff like this in the future. And by the way, expect another video from me sooner than next Friday, maybe even tomorrow or something, we'll see, because I have something cooking. But for now, as usual, like if you like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.